You know, one of the biggest problems I hear people talking about nowadays are these data centers that are cropping up everywhere around the United States, and people have multiple complaints. And some are actually valid. Some, well, depends on who you ask. The biggest problem most people are talking about is, hey, these things are sucking up power like nobody's business. Well, they are big computers when you think about it. And computers all use power. Now they have these diesel backups that people are still complaining about, but ultimately, people are concerned about their electric bills going up because the power companies are having to feed the data centers. Well, is there a salvation to that problem? Is there a way to fix the problem? Well, it turns out that Bill Gates from Microsoft may have come on to something. He's been working on it for a number of years, a company called TerraPower that he has. And TerraPower is working on, believe it or not, nuclear reactors. Now, the moment you say nuclear reactors, everybody panics. And there hasn't been a nuclear reactor started in, like 40 years. And everybody thinks about Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island and anything bad about nuclear reactors. When you realize something, they do exist. The small ones do exist. Heck, every submarine in the U.S. fleet, they've got these nuclear reactors in them. Carriers, nuclear reactors. And they work just dandy. Well, TerraPower, Bill Gates, has just got a permit from the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, first time they've given one in like 40 years, to create a new type of reactor, a different reactor. Not light water cooled, but cooled with liquid sodium. This is something totally different than they've been working on for years. And they got their right to test it out in a little town about 130 miles outside of Salt Lake City, up in Wyoming, out in the hinterlands, where nobody is, but the wind, the cold, and the coyotes. They're going to test it out and see if they can make it work. And if it does, it may be an idea that every data center could possibly utilize their own nuclear power system to power their system. Because this system that Gates is building up, this thing is 345 megawatts. That would literally power 400,000 homes. That's a pretty serious computer. Doesn't use light water, special grade of uranium. It uses liquid sodium. Smaller, more compact, not the gigantic size you're used to. Is this a possibility? Maybe. But is it worth a shot? Most people would say, yes, it is. Because if you don't want your electricity bill going up, because these data centers eat electricity, like everything else, like every computer. But understand something. The reason we have data centers is us. We want it to run our computers. We want it to take care of everything on our systems. We don't want to have bills sent to us anymore with paper. We want it delivered by computers. We want to have our phones, our computers. We want everything computerized. And because of that, more computers are needed. And the more people switching over from, the real world into computers, more data centers we're going to need because people ask for information. People want information. You talk about the cloud. Well, the cloud is somewhere. It's on a computer. So, will this concept work? I don't know. Will we find out? Yes, we will. And if it does, then maybe, just maybe, we've discovered a way to power those data centers and stay out of the homes of America. Something to think about, something for the future. But if you don't look ahead, you're going to fall behind. And now you know.